justify content to center, align items to center, right? And cell solid dark scene. Okay, then it is having box shadow. So that means 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 3 pixel, border radius as 10 pixel. These are all the options for the container, And suppose we want login box. So let's go to app module. The component need to be registered in declarations. In the declarations, we have to register login component. And you can see login component related library is already imported. So that is the ability, right? That means automatically it has the ability to track and import everything. Otherwise, you have to manually write here. So you have to import the login component from login is the folder. In that login folder, login component. Then only you can access that class here, login component class here. And let's keep this in the startup now. That means in the Bootstrap, you have to define login component. After defining in the Bootstrap, now go to index. In the index, you have to keep app component. Here we have to define app login. Here we have to define app login. You have to verify all this. If any one is missing, that means the order is missing, then automatically it will catch up with errors. So you need to follow all this process, and you can see the login screen is ready. Now we just designed a login screen here, a login component here, and we are displaying the login component. So here we are using our own styles and effects for the login component. So this is, see, currently we don't have any logic here for functionality. Those all we will learn how to write, how to configure everything. We will discuss about that. Initially, one of the main part is how we can create components in a clean, separated manner. Now, if you want to make changes in the design, you can go to HTML file. You want changes in the logic, you can go to TypeScript. If you want to extend something, you can do it in your logic. If you want effects, you can go to CSS. So let's go to the CSS. In the CSS, so I am adding button, and for button, some background color, some dark cyan, and color some white, and just save this. It will automatically compile, and let's go to the output. Those changes are here. Those changes are here, right? So currently we are just designing a component. So this is another technique. So what we have to do now, after adding these three files, go to login.component.ts. In login component.ts, this is the logic. This is what you have to write in the login component.ts. Then go to Then go to login.component.html. In the HTML, whatever the presentation you want. If you want any dynamic code to access, then you can use the Angular expression. So we are going to learn about all those techniques, how to get the data and display there, right? Yeah. Next, in the CSS, go to login.component.css, and here we need to add the logic. This is the styles that you want. I just added some styles for the login components. Yeah. Next, after designing this, now go to app.module.ts. In app module, only first time I am giving all this. Every day, no need of this approach, right? Every day I will just give you the logic. Rest of the process will be same every day for you. You may ask, like, do I need to every day change the bootstrap and index page? Of course, until you learn the concept called routing and you design a navigation by yourself, every day which component you have designed, you need to keep it in the startup and then see the output. So once you know how to handle navigation and routing and how to design the main screen for our application so that user can navigate to any component from there, then you can create a proper navigation, put the links, click on it, and it will redirect. So no need to change the startup every time. Only just you need to update your navigation. But that is a separate concept that you have to learn called routing, right? As of now, just what you need to do is every day keep your component in the startup. So what you have to do now, login component. In app module, you have to first import. After that, in the ng module declarations, I will just keep this everything for you, just to make you understand. Here you have to add the login component. Other components also will be there. Add your login component. And keep the bootstrap login component, right? Yeah. Next, one more thing you have to do every day. Go to index.html. So in src folder, go to index.html in src folder. Then here in the body section, you need to just keep the selector for that particular component. You have to just keep the selector for that component, right? So that is what we need to do. So lot of points are there. How to design a component inside another component, how we can access. So how we can handle navigation. This all we are going to learn. So no need to hurry in that. So 2 points are clear now. A component can be added by using the inline technique. So everything will be in one file. And a component can be added by using code behind technique. In code behind technique, we are cleanly separating the logic and the HTML and the styles. That's how we design everything. And the process I showed you, we created a separate folder for component and we are maintaining everything in that folder. Everything in that folder. There is another method, there is another technique. Actually, you can add component, adding component by using Angular CLI command. You can add component by using Angular CLI command. What is Angular CLI? Angular CLI is a command line tool. This command line tool provides commands. By using these commands, you can make the development